All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I don't think I need to, well, I think I should always do that. Bubbly. Very good looking, though. Always, looks can be deceiving, but, I don't think we need to go through any of the crazy intro stuff. You know how it works. Here we go. See that? That is all clams, ladies and gentlemen. This might be a long one. Wow. If you can't tell by now, this is the episode where I make my own. And wow. I gotta do this one more time. So, look at that. Is that so hard? We're going to talk about that too in a little bit here. Little potato there, but there's a debate there too. Like, do potatoes even really belong in clam chowder? Yeah, it's technically part of the official ingredients. It's the soup, the clams, and the potatoes. So me personally, I don't think they belong anywhere near the soup, but since it's technically part of the actual ingredients, there needs to be some like this guy right here. But the ratio should not be the other way. One more time. One more time. I know. That is gorgeous. And the thing is, the clam chowder soup goes so perfectly with the clams that I think it doesn't even need potatoes. Once again, this is one of those things where, hold on. I gotta find. These are all pieces of clam, guys. I mean, why is this so hard? And we'll explain what I did in a second. It's not even that much more expensive. And to be honest, I would pay for this all day long. You got a potato there, but you got the clam right here, I mean, if you're gonna have the right stuff, go all out. Is this so hard? Wow, it's gonna be really tough to do regular clam chowder reviews after this one. I'm at a loss for words. The creaminess is perfect. It's not crazy creamy, but it's around that perfect edge. The clam to potato ratio is 10-1, as it should be. Oh my goodness gracious. Got a piece of celery, one little potato, but this is like 90% clams. Oh man. And once again, since the potatoes are technically a part of the ingredients, for some stupid reason, I still don't know why. You hear that? This is so enjoyable. Yeah, so I tried other stores. They just do not have. Yeah, I went to Harris Teeter. They just, I guess, Progresso and Campbell's and those two other ones I had. It was the only brands that make soup or something. I don't know. I'm gonna start also, actually ordering online and also going out. We're past phase 1 and we are celebrating. Oh my goodness, guys, why is this so hard? All I did was dump one thing of clams in. I may have dumped 2 in, but yeah. Even 1 can would have been phenomenal. Now, how is the potato ratio really, or the clam to potato ratio really 10 to 1? Because I physically picked out each and every potato I could find and threw them in the trash. That's right. This is basically like completely, literally maybe 3 potatoes in here. There's 2 cans of clams, took this juice out, put them in the bowl, actually took the can of clam chowder, put it in another bowl, picked out individually each and every last potato aside from like 3, poured it back in. But I made sure there's at least 1 potato to make it technically clam chowder. Now, once again, that's a debate for another day. I don't think potatoes belong anywhere near the soup, but that's what happened. And let me guess, you're asking me how many did I pull out? Do you want to know? Do you want to know how many potatoes I pulled out of that can? I'll give you 10 seconds. I did count. Take a guess. 10 seconds. $52. 52. $52. That needs to change. That is nonsense. I'm about to lose my temper here, but once again, I'm trying to make this as family friendly as possible. I tried to slip up. I don't think I slipped up. Let me know if I did, but 52. This big. Sorry, now I'm starting to not enjoy this as much as I should. So let me just bask in the glory of this right here. By the way, let me get rid of the soup here. It could be a little more creamy, but that's fine. That's what clams are supposed to look like. There were either a couple that were like this big in here and like that wide. I totally messed up. I totally should have like shown you. It's not that hard. They sell clams in the exact same aisle as the soup. The people that make this should be ashamed. Oh, we're getting close to the 10-minute mark. I actually not think this will last that long. Let me. Oh my God. It's not that hard. Let me. This won't really be aesthetically pleasing, but let me just give you, just look at those clams at the bottom ready to go, just to be taken out on this shot. Guys, it's not hard. How much did it cost? I actually got that this time. What's that? Before I get to that point, 9.2 out of 10. Could have been a little creamier, I will say that. The clam to potato ratio, perfect. Perfect. There were a couple in there. I made sure I kept a couple in there, because it's technically part of the, the ingredients. But let's see here. The can was the New England clam chowder, the green label Campbell's one. Excuse me. And just so you know, now that I have this here, I was correct. $2.48, and the chopped clam cans were $2.32 each for a total of $7.19. Now, a lot of you thinking that's a little much. Well, guess what? I'm willing to pay that all day long for my perfect clam chowder right there. That's all I want. And to be honest with you, this would have still been in the high 8s, even with 1 can. So we're talking, okay, so that minus the potatoes, which is unbelievably nonsense. I was starting to shake when I was taking them out. I was like, okay, this is out of control. It's literally like a pound. It's wild. Let's see, did it 248. So after taxes, with one can, which is perfect. You know me with my clams. Easily high eights, still probably in the nines, even 9.1 even for the one can because of the no potato part, the very little bit of potato part. What's this nonsense? 52? Easily. They could simply just double the price and put actual clams in. It's not that hard. I'm thinking, because it's been a while since I've actually gone out and bought clams, believe it or not. And I'm sitting there like, what do you mean this is $2.32? After taxes. This is like $5.10 item. I'd pay that to have my actual clam chowder. What do you spend at the restaurant? So this particular setup, the 2 cans of clams, taking out pretty much all the potatoes. 9.2 just because the creaminess was not quite there. I chose this can, the New England, the Campbell's one with the green label, because it was technically a 6.0 out of 10 from the other episodes. So that's why I chose it, but I do now remember this one did not quite have the creaminess I liked. So 9.2, but that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. 52 potatoes. I'm sorry, it's getting... I'm about to make a petition at this point. Once again, even if you say, well, let's say you do the 2 clams and the thing I did here. 2 clam cans, all that stuff. 7.12, it's a lot. How much do you pay at the restaurant? It's pretty close. And they don't have that. Now, once again, I think that the perfect medium for all people who like clam chowder, whether it be me who is just obsessed with clams versus people who apparently don't like clams at all, but like the potatoes and I don't know. Healthy medium, regular clam chowder, just 1 can. Now, I had to debate also, do I put the juice from the clam can in the bowl or not? I did a little bit, like a tiny little drip, but not much this round. I didn't know if it would mess up the soup. It may have actually, but like the thickness of it. But this was an extraordinary experience. I've actually never done this before, believe it or not. I've never once done this. But healthy medium, 1 can is enough. Take the potatoes out, or at least take half of them out even. There's 52 potatoes in there, guys. The can's this tall. Like, what are you talking about? So